Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Call of Cthulhu on the PC. So last time, we finished up our expedition into the underground. And there were a bunch of cultists and stuff, of course, and then we got grievously injured, apparently, but not too bad. It says we were in, like, critical condition, so I guess I don't know how long we've been in the hospital, but I don't think too much time has passed. But anyways, so the hospital is also an insane asylum, I guess, which is good, because we also happen to be kind of insane. And now we need to get to the second floor, I guess. That's our goal. So we have to move some guards, and that's proving to be tricky. We have keys. If I remember how to access anything here. Inventory. We have the key to the guards room and the key to the maintenance room. Something tells me I already have been in the maintenance room, but I don't know. We're either trying to... See, I figured this would be the maintenance room, but there's nothing that says that. I'd love to get into the storage room, but it's impossible. We're either trying to flip 3 levers or find another gas valve. Another wheel.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills?
Oh yeah, or the sleeping pills. That would also work. Colossal work of an aristocrat from a long generation of physicians resulted in this encyclopedic work on medicine of the past century. More complete than older works, it sometimes mentions in detail certain methods from Asia and Africa.
Scopolamine, morphine, my new friend's sleeping pills.
Right. So now... Shit. Turn left. Nice. Okay, I think we're in the clear. Okay. Now I have to get this guy's sleeping pills. He should be right. Wasn't he? Yeah, he's here. He's here.
I've got what you want.
Show me!
There. And remember, they don't come for free.
Don't you worry, you'll have your diversion. Go on now, go hide yourself. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away! The birds, they're attacking!
I don't even know where things are coming from, where I'm supposed to hide. Where am I trying to get to? I guess is a good... Fuck. Like... Is that not a diversion? Why do I still have the objective of creating a diversion? It wouldn't have been these guys over here that heard it. That's wait, no, they're still there. That's too far away. Oh, that guy heard it. Okay. I think I have to move. Because that probably gets us access to the third lever. Here's hoping. Go, 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 go.
What carnage?
Okay, good. I just want to flip the switch.
All
God.
the levers are active.
Game saved. Hell yeah. This last opus deals with the history of modern medicine. With knowledge evolving very quickly since the beginning of the century, the contents of the book will prove to be obsolete in a few years. Perfect. But I'm not playing this game for a few years, am I? Okay, I have to figure out how to put this light away, because that's... Hold on, that's not going to be good. Middle mouse button. There we go. Can I take a scalpel or something? Okay. So now we're gonna go in here and we do something.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Damn it! What's going on? Sir?
How did they not see me?
I'll go take a look. This way.
Okay, they did. All right. They were just not entirely sure about it, but they did. Okay. That's
that
fine.
Should draw the attention of the guards.
So we need to hide,
should hide
elsewhere.
Damn it! What's going on? Is there somebody?
This is a terrible place to hide, though. This is where they're just going to be hanging out. And I go insane when I'm in here. Look, my brain melts. What do you think? Can I make it? I'm running.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
I can't tell that he needs treatment, because I don't know enough about medicine. Okay.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
I don't know, man. 2018, and you don't have the lip movements matching the voice, and it's just...
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me. No!
Sanders!
Ooh.
What the hell? I gotta...
Okay. Well, I probably lost him.
This is insane. What killed him?
Probably lost some sanity from that one. So he mentioned a Shambler. Since this is based on the RPG, I'm assuming it's like a dimensional Shambler, which would probably fit in with the gameplay. Some like invisible creature that just stalks people. I'll assume it's not Shambler from the Stars. The Robert Bloch story. Because that's like a star vampire or something. I guess that could work as well, but we'll see. Maybe it's neither. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's crazy ramblings. Maybe that guy is actually just insane. Maybe I've been gassed. Now I am dead.
Damn! The gas! Oh, my head.
Later. We need to move on.
And Pierce woke up in an asylum installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him to escape. Wandering through the corridors of this place where Dr. Fuller reigned supreme, Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Sanders. Before dying in full view of the detective, he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accursed building, accompanied by Bradley and Colden. The companions in misfortune decided to use the Hawkins mansion as a hideout. Why? The mansion that's right on top of the cultist headquarters? Why would you do that?
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Yeah, it's not a facet of Cthulhu that most people probably even know about, let alone talk about. But that's mostly what Cthulhu does, is send dreams into people.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
She looks like a mannequin or something. What the hell?
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I don't know enough about the occult. I might be onto a lead. Sure.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there, with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
This will
Very
affect
well.
your destiny.
I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Really, what is the point of telling me that it will affect my destiny? Not only is that not realistic, really it just seems like a gimmick to make you play through a second time so you know there are a number of points where the game will differ. But why? You don't need to tell the player. Just let things be different. That's what I think. I think there's no reason to tell the player.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
I think you're a little confused in the head. But I'm busting out of here. Yeah. Pierce, Colton, and Bradley decided to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter, who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Died screaming. I will lie.
We had a short conversation and then I left. I don't know what happened after that.
Oh, I see. Mr. Pierce, you must forgive my audaciousness. But I've had practice of life in high society for over 30 years. Reading one's interlocutors, recognizing the politeness of a lie, are things that are taught very early to young girls from a good family. But your lie has nothing polite about it. It is crass, insulting, and dare I say, terribly suspicious. Try to understand my position. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Test my eloquence.
So ask
Fuller.
He's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Alright. Let us gaze into the abyss.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I'm sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his interment, you signed a discharge allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you, Thomas Fuller. You lying bitch.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
So, this is just a sort of weird photo. But, okay. Ooh, a reconstruction. So bright.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
More than friends?
A house of artists. A house of artists.
Yeah, you said that.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
Could be.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Oh, yeah. Second volume of the series covers everything from gas gangrene to trench nephritis. In addition to a precise and detailed study, the book presents some avant-garde theories. The incredible complexity of this book reserves it for medical experts. That's me, baby! We can. Yes, I'm a master investigator. The greatest in the world. Oh, I can spot anything. I can solve anything. Pick any lock. My God. Cthulhu won't know what hit him. Whoa, that thing changed in front of my face.
Let's see what the cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Oh, like this one right here?
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
Wonder what its purpose could be. Whale and the Cod, or A Brief History of Darkwater by Erwin Greenmouth. Just focused on the past glory of the island.
I could use one of those.
Nice. We're
Strange.
stealing, baby.
For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hopes of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning for you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the Shambler. Your friend, Sarah Hawkins. Why would she want to just give away a
Another
cursed
volume
painting?
of the Reverend's wife's diary.
This volume spends some time on Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe. So she said, it's just, she said, okay, go look at the painting in the gallery if you want to. But she didn't give me the key. I had to go here and apparently bust it open. Because I had to use strength. It was not just flip the lid. I busted this open to get the key with her standing right next to me not saying anything about it. Oh boy. Would you read the book? Well, what's the title of it? This will affect your destiny. Hold on, is there a zoom button? I want to see the cover. No, not that. Interaction. No, there's no zoom key. It's lame. Malleus Bestovrum. Well, if they're asking me if I want to read it, that means it's something questionable. So I'm assuming this is like a mythos tome that is just sitting here for some reason. Well, if this were the RPG, if I was the GM, I would want someone to read this. So as a player, I should not want to read it. I mean, in the RPG, the benefit of reading it is usually you can maybe learn some spells, which are always fun. But I don't think this game has spells, so really it's only bad. I think only bad come of it. Maybe my occult would go up, but it shouldn't. Because Cthulhu Mythos knowledge is not occult knowledge. And I don't think there was a Cthulhu Mythos... No. I mean, there should be, but no. I'm just gonna pass. Maybe that's boring, but... You know, we're trying to min-max here. We're trying to be as good as we can be. That means no going insane.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Why would I be able to hide in a closet in here? What is going to happen in this gallery? Well, there's the big painting over there.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
I mean, who isn't? Why is that weird? We've got oil, we've got hiding spots. Something bad is going to happen.
The man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Alright, let's... More oil? Wow.
What the hell was that?
Well, I'd say it's a dimensional shambler. But I don't know if I really remember them being blind. What am I trying to do here? Like, what is my goal? Don't I want to leave? Why would I want to hide in a closet? Oh.
Damn. Did it? Maybe I can use this dagger.
Oh, we got a weapon, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Stab it! What the fuck did... Terrible. Terrible. Okay. Round 2. Maybe I have to sneak up on it.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
Shit. Shit. Oh, shit. Stab it! What the fuck? Okay, it's not left click. It's not any button you'd expect it to be. That's what it is. Maybe it's like E? Or maybe I'm completely wrong, but clearly you're meant to grab a weapon, because otherwise, why would you be able to suddenly grab a weapon? Is he just like freezing up and he thinks he should have a weapon, but he doesn't have the courage to use it?
Down. Maybe I can use this dagger.
What is it doing? What the f... Okay, I'm gonna try, like, pressing E. Because maybe it's just a special interaction thing. Although it can sense me pretty well. God damn it. I really doubt I'm gonna stab him in the face, so let's... But why would there be oil? That I'm a little confused on. There you go, dual wheel... Oh, no. This scene, of course, is based on a short story by H.P. Lovecraft, where a guy sprinted around and crawled in the darkness, hoping to stab some creature. But he couldn't, because the game wasn't good enough. God damn it, he's so good! So good. What is this? Okay, I don't even know if you can use this weapon. No button that I push does anything, unless there's a special attack button that I need to check. It's not E. It's not this. There's no stab button. There's shoot, but it's not that. And it's not interaction. So clearly I'm not meant to stab him with the dagger.
What the hell was that?
I know I didn't try to leave yet. It's just because I assumed I could not. Yeah, like that.
I can't even touch him.
So maybe there's like a special dagger that I meant to grab?
Down.
Maybe I meant to cut the painting up, or am I meant to burn the painting?
Maybe I can use this dagger.
He just says maybe I can use the dagger. Okay. Okay. Now I understand. Alright. I apologize for getting upset. I understand now. You'd think you just stabbed the creature, but this is a mythos entity. You can't just stab it. I guess I would have preferred if you could try to stab it and it does nothing and it just, like, you know, smacks your hand away and then stabs you. You know, it guts you. Because then that would be like, yeah, you wish, buddy. Think of something else.
I can use this dagger. Damn it. This dagger didn't work.
Okay, I thought he was right on my tail, but he got a little confused. I mean, how many stabs do we think it takes? Oh, fuck, that scared the shit out of me. I did not expect him to be sitting there. What was he doing? He shows intelligence. It's probably gonna be 3, yeah. Okay, as long as we get a little bit of distance on him, when we do the stab, I think we probably can just sort of run around. It's just the only thing I'm not clear on is the purpose of the oil. Because I don't know what we need to really light here. You'd think you just light the painting on fire, but of course it's not that easy. There's something special about that lamp.
Down. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Like, what does he do? It's just not good with that. Okay. God damn it. Okay. Is he like right? No. The music is just a fake out.
Damn it. This dagger didn't work.
Oh, I wonder if it has to be like the correct dagger. Not just any dagger. But I have no idea how you'd be able to figure that out. Where the hell did he go? Oh, he's still following me. Maybe I should try a different dagger then. Shit, no. this one. If this were the actual RPG, the GM at this point would be like, what the fuck are you doing? And then he would just have the thing, like, teleport and kill you. He specifically said this dagger didn't work. Which leads me to think that it's, there's a single correct dagger, and it's not like, you need 4 daggers in order to stab it. So with that in mind, we really could just keep running, dying, and just try every dagger until we succeed. But, I mean, maybe there's a clue that does tell you. Oh, that's like a bow. What the fuck? I mean, I'm just hoping that it's just one correct dagger, because honestly, that's easier. Maybe not quicker, per se, but it doesn't require me to do bullshit stealth mechanics in first person, which I really dislike. So,
maybe I can use this dagger.
I'm just hoping that there's a correct dagger. I just have to sort of keep track of which ones I'm trying. Most of these are obviously going to be wrong. If there's only one correct one, we're going to be here a while.
What the hell was that?
But I mean, if we had to try, you know, until we got the right one, and we did the stealth way, that would take even longer.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
I could maybe spend some time trying to figure out if there are any other clues that would point me in the right direction for which would be the correct one. Maybe that could be a productive use of time. They're all, I mean, they all kind of look different, but
damn it, this dagger didn't work.
I think of which ones I haven't tried yet. I should try that bow one.
What the hell was that?
Did I try every one in this room? No, I don't think I tried this one. Oh, and this is the bow one. Let's try this one.
Yeah, maybe I can use this dagger.
It looks really weird. Yeah.
This dagger looks different.
Oh, the stagger looks different. Feeling good about it. Got it. Fuck you, stealth.
What's the matter with you? Don't tell me that you're going crazy, too.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
No.
It's nothing. I think I just drank too much.
That goes without saying. If you can't tell the difference between reality and fiction, then you're in real trouble.
My arm was disappearing into this painting. You must have seen that.
I saw you put your trembling hands on a collector's artifact. Where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I've still got things to settle with Irene.
Okay. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit.
Where's the bookseller?
Okay. We'll leave it off there after that hard fight. Yeah. Will we ever get to Earlier? Will we ever hear them pronounce Earlier? That's the real question. Will we defeat Cthulhu with a giant rocket launcher? I don't know. Who knows what'll happen in this game? My name is Mangg. Gaming Watching has been Call of Cthulhu. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.